Hi everybody, I am here tonight to show you some fun cards made with the Share the Milkshake bundle. It's a new bundle in our mini catalog and I have designed 3 cards that I think you're going to love. Now, I don't know about you, but it is really cold here in Lincoln, Nebraska. With the wind chills, I think it was like 0 degrees today, which is never fun, right? But we are going to share a milkshake anyway. So I hope you'll join me. Let me make sure I've got everything going on. And I'm not sure I have my camera going just the right way here so that there we go. That's so much better. I was like, why do I look backwards? I don't know. So while we're coming on tonight, would you please let me know who you are and where you're from? We had a massive group of people watching us last week, and I'm not finding my video on my computer. Oh, there we are. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. So please talk to me in the chat. It's always so much more fun when I can interact with you guys and chat with you through the designs that I'm going to show you. So tell me what you've been up to this weekend. I had a huge retreat on Saturday. It was called Love is in the Air, and it was a combination of 2 classes in one. I did the Country Lane Floral Suite cards, and I also did these Share a Milkshake cards with one extra one that I'm not going to do with you tonight, but will be included in the PDF tutorial if you choose to take the class to go, which I hope you will. So let's talk a little bit about my online classes to go. You can get a kit that makes 6 cards, 3 cards, 2 of each card. I provide you the paper, any shapes that you need that are not part of the bundle that we're using, the paper to cut your own dies of the bundle that we're using, envelopes, ribbon, embellishments, everything you need, okay? In order to get a kit sent to you, you have to place a $35 order in my online store and I will ship the kit to you. You must use the host code, whatever the host code of that week is, and this week it is PE66J7NB. And you can just go to my Tuttle Up shop right there. Now, here's the deal. We're in the middle of celebration right now, right? So if you spend $50 right now, not only do you get the kit to go, but I also throw in a package of embellishments for you this week, which are these opaque adhesive back gems. I will use them on the cards for today. And then also you'll get a PDF tutorial. If my instructions and you watching me here isn't enough, you'll also get instructions sent to you. Okay. Now, that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay. So it's important though that you do it within 6 days. So really by Friday, but I would probably give you till Saturday, and that you use the host code. If you're nervous about doing that, ask me to help you. I would be happy to put your order in for you, okay? So you have to use the host code though, and it's always good to shoot me a little text and tell me which class to go you're getting, okay? All right, who wants to start stamping? I think I'll do a lot of my talking tonight as I'm stamping with you. How does that sound? Okay, so I'm moving my camera down, checking you on the camera here. All right, so this is what we're using tonight, the Share a Milkshake stamp set, and let me go a little more this way, okay, and the dies. Now these dies are so fun. This die here actually makes a waffle cone. We have several ice cream dies, one for like a bowl, a couple for like cones. We got some hot fudge, we got some whipped cream, we got a cherry, we got this little waffle design, we have a straw, we have a milkshake jar, okay? All of those coordinate with the Share a Milkshake stamp set. Now, in order to make the cards to go, if that's what you would like to do, you're gonna have to have at the very least the stamp set. But I would highly recommend you get the dies, and then you can get a Sale-a-bration item, and you can get the opaque adhesive back gems sent in your kit for you, okay? Any questions about any of that, just let me know. I'm happy to help you. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with the simplest of our cards first. This one just says celebrate, and I'm using the ice cream that's in a bowl, and I've made the bowl from some silver foil using these little dies right here, the bowl and the spoon. That spoon is just so cute. I've used some fresh freesia and some gorgeous grape. Okay, so here we go. You want some gorgeous grape cardstock, cut 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Hi, Roz. Aw, thank you, Miss Lucy. I love you too. Miss Lucy had a ice day in Midland, Texas today, so she's had the day off of school and maybe a couple of more days here. So anyway, we're using gorgeous grape cardstock, cut 5.5 by 8.5 and then scored down the middle at 4 1/4. Okay, I have a piece of fresh freesia cardstock, cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. We're going to use that for the front panel here. I've got 3 pieces of our Dandy Designs Designer Series paper, and it's kind of tricky. The middle panel is cut a little bit bigger. It is cut at 1 3/4 by 3 7/8. But then you want 2 coordinating fresh freesia from that Dandy Designs. And look, this is actually the front and back of the same piece of paper. So that's nice that those coordinate. This is Dandy Designs, but it has a little different pattern. That would not be horribly ugly either, but we're gonna go with a more monochromatic look. These 2 pieces are cut just a slightly bit skinnier. They are 1 5/8 by 3 7/8, okay? Now, we're gonna adhere these to this panel, and I'm gonna start with my one on the bottom right here, and I'm gonna start at the bottom and then work my way up, okay? So I'm gonna add some adhesive to this panel. Uh-oh, did I lose you guys? Oh, nope, you're there. Thank goodness. My screen on my computer went black. It got me scared. Hi, Chelsea. Oh, fun, Roz. You're watching some grandkids too, huh? Okay, so I just strategically picked 3 patterns of fresh freesia from that Dandy Designs paper that all kind of coordinated with each other. So we're going to adhere this one to the very bottom. Tell me where you're at and if you're cold tonight. I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I am cold, but I have a nice little space heater by my feet here in my basement. My wonderful husband bought it for me one year. I can't remember if it was for my birthday or for Christmas. And I have it on pretty much all winter when I'm down here because I am in the basement. My craft room is in the basement, and it does get very chilly. Okay, so there's that middle panel, and then this one is going to go up here at the very top, okay? I don't know why it looks a tiny bit crooked, but I can straighten that out. All right, so here we go. I'm going to adhere this to the top edge here. And it looks like it's a little short. I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to just get my little trusty paper trimmer here. This is the one that you could get 2 years ago if you joined. Do you guys know what you get right now if you join? Chelsea can tell us because Chelsea just joined my team here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we are gonna love having Chelsea on our team. Okay, so maybe my panel was a little bit too long. So there we go, there's my front panel, and then I'm gonna take some fresh freesia ribbon. I love, love, love this ribbon. This is the In Colors ribbon, and we are going to tie it around about an inch off the edge. How about I measure it out first? I always do 4 links, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is for a bow, and then a little bit more. So right now, if you spend $99, you can get $175 worth of anything you want to be a part of your starter kit. So it's just a deal, right? It's just a signing bonus. Think about that, a signing bonus, okay? So they're giving you a signing bonus by letting you have $175 worth of stuff for $99. Now, you can keep going and get 20% off any orders that you place anytime after that for as long as you want. There are some minimums, and guess what happens if you don't meet the minimums? You just keep buying at retail, right? But you guys, this is a deal you don't want to miss out on during Sale-a-bration, because I, in 15 years, have never seen a deal this good. And I'm not just saying that. I have never seen them give $175 worth of stuff for $99 ever. Okay, it's the best deal we've ever had. Now, they're sweetening the pot a little bit, and that is, I'm just adding some dimensionals to the back of this panel. I always put one on the ribbon just to kind of hold it in place. If you want to throw in the mini die cutting machine in either the brand new boho blue color, which is so cute, you'll see it here in a minute, or in just plain old white, which is fine. Some people like just basic white. You can get that added on for half price for another $30, okay? So for $129, you can actually get a mini die cutting machine. Okay, I'm just adding this panel to the front of my gorgeous grape right there. I'm gonna cut these tails off here. And then that is it. Then you get to buy at 20% off for as long as you want. There's really no stress in it at all. It really makes a lot of sense for anybody out there who buys Stampin' Up! To get the starter kit so that you can get that discount. That's what it's all about. The big deal about joining is getting the discount. Okay, so I have this piece of basic white, and I am going to just add a strip of this designer series paper. I've got all of these little pieces in here because I didn't want to lose my spoon and bowl. And I'm just going to take one of these and add them to the bottom edge here of my card. My basic white. And what's the color of the purple? The dark purple is called Gorgeous Grape, Kathy, and the light purple that I'm using right here is called Fresh Freesia. Isn't that fun? Isn't that pretty together? Okay, so I'm just going to add this then to the inside of my card base here. Super simple. And then we're going to make our little tag. So here's our tag. This is one of those something fancy labels that we used last week on our cards. And I have cut the bowl and the spoon out of some silver foil. So I have that little sticky here. Cut out of silver foil the bowl and the spoon, okay? And we are going to take our gorgeous grape ink, and I'm going to stamp the ice cream that has kind of the straight edge on it. And since this is a photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to bring out my cushion right here. I'm going to ink it up in Gorgeous Grape. And I'm going to, hi Dana, I miss you. I can't wait till your arm and hand get well and you can join me for some stamping again. You have been missed. Okay, and then I'm going to take my word celebrate and I'm going to stamp it right here at the top in that same gorgeous grape ink. Isn't that perfect? Good job, Judy. Okay, now I'm going to take my bowl and I'm going to place it right here over that ice cream, just along that bottom edge. And I'm just going to do it flat. I'm not popping this up. So we're just going to add some seal to the back here. I also could use liquid glue. You could use any adhesive you wanted, really. Okay, there we go. That is going to go right there. And then I'm going to take my little spoon, and this is so tiny, I might want to add a little bit of liquid glue to the back side. Okay. And I got a blob, so I'm just going to, you know, do something fancy and use my fingers to kind of spread it out there. And this is going to go yum yum right here in this purple ice cream. What flavor do you think the purple ice cream is? To me, it doesn't matter. I love all ice cream. I've made a vow to myself. I turn 61 tomorrow, but I've made a vow to myself that when I turn 70, I am going to have ice cream every day of my life. That's what I've decided. So you guys can all join me in that. Kathy, you will learn to make bows like I do. I promise. It takes some time and a little practice, but we'll keep working on it. Think of all that you've learned in the last few months since you started stamping with me, right? There's a lot to learn, but it's not hard, and it's just so much fun. So I don't know why this tail, maybe I'm just making it too hard. I think I am. I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it just like it is right there on the front of my card. And then I have these Opaque Gems. I'm going to add some of the purple ones. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Hi, Sue. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm going to add some of these purple dots. Now, I don't know if you guys know that I also upload these Facebook Live videos. I'm not fancy enough to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I will learn that. It's not something I have mastered yet. And I think in order to do it, you need to have a certain number of followers. So that's why every week I'm like, if you guys would go to my Tuttle Up Stamping YouTube channel, and if you would subscribe, then I can start doing some fancy things like that. Okay, there we go. Just added some of those gorgeous grape Opaque Gems to the front, and that's all there is to card number 1. Isn't that fun? Super fun and easy. Okay, let me put some stuff away. And there you go. Cute, huh? Actually, my friend Jeannie and I collaborate, and we both had retreats, and we decided we would both make some cards, and then we would share our designs with each other. And this is actually one of the ones that my friend Jeannie designed. Isn't it cute? So that'll be one of your online class cards to go for this week. Okay? Now, let's go. Let me get all of these stickies out of the way. Get cleaned up so we can move on to our next card. Use my chamois. I had to buy some new chamois because let me tell you. But here's the deal. It's kind of like driving a new car, right? As soon as you drive it, look, it gets inky, it gets dirty, and the value, so there we go. Clean chamois are unloved chamois. That's what I have to say. Okay, so I'm going to put that away. I don't think I need the gorgeous grape anymore, so I'm going to put it away. And let's pull out our second card. I don't know which one I want to do next. I think I'll do this one. So the next one we're going to do is this milkshake card. So the first one was a bowl of ice cream. This is actually our milkshake. Have you seen some of those gourmet milkshakes where they're like piled high with lots of stuff on them? I have, and they're delicious, but you could die if you ate the whole thing, I think. So here's a piece of balmy blue cardstock. That's going to be our card base, okay? And it is cut 4 1/4 by 11 and then scored right in the middle at 5 1/2, okay? I'm going to pull that off. On the inside, I am actually going to tell you that you're going to need several pieces of basic white. You're going to need a scrap for stamping. You're going to need a 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside, and then a 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 for the outside, okay? So this is my inside panel, and I'm going to take my heart stamp, and I don't see it mounted. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to use some sweet sorbet ink. And I'm just going to stamp some hearts on the inside in my corners right there and up here in my corners as well. Okay? And then I'm going to adhere that panel to the inside of my card base, and then I will have that part done. I don't often, to be honest, put a sentiment on the inside unless the stamp set is made to have an inside-outside sentiment. I prefer to have more room to write my message on the inside. I know people all have their own opinions about that, and that's fine, but that is my opinion. I like to have space inside to write a note, and I write kind of big, so I think that's why. What about you guys? I love this stamp set too. I really do. Okay, so you need a piece of the stripe sweet sorbet paper, and this is from the Country Lane DSP. It's the stripe, and it is 1 1/4 by 3 1/2, and we're going to add it to that white panel that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and I'm going to actually add it to the bottom, flush with the bottom edge, okay? Flush with the bottom edge. So I'm going to take some adhesive and add it flush to the bottom edge here. It's supposed to kind of look like a tablecloth in an ice cream shop, okay? There we go. Now I'm going to take my Milkshake stamps, and I'm going to pull out my balmy blue. Jenny, we're the opposite. That's shocking, isn't it? That we would have opposite views. Jenny is one of my closest friends, but we laugh at how much we don't always agree on how to do stamping things. Okay, so I'm inking this up, and this is my solid Milkshake glass, and I'm inking it up, but then I'm going to ink it off one time over here on the side. Let me try that one more time, and I'm going to put it on my there we go, and then I'm going to press it right here, right on top of that tablecloth, right there, okay? Then you take the other one, and this is the one that actually kind of has the design in it, and I'm going to ink it up again. Okay, I want you to see. This is how it came out when I stamped it without the foam mat, and look at how it comes out when I stamp it with the foam mat. It's perfect. So that foam mat can make a lot of difference when you're using these photopolymer. I love ice cream, Mary. I'm the same way. So right now, you know, I kind of avoid it because I worry about the calories and stuff. I know, which is dumb. But I've decided when I turn 70, ice cream's going to be a major part of my... Look at that! Isn't that so cool? So I just stamped it then in full force right on top of the other one. Yes, we do sell these foam mats, Kathy. Stampin', I think they're called Stampin' Mats. Maybe one of you guys out there can help me with that. Okay, so there is my milkshake. Next, I'm gonna take the cherry on top, and I'm gonna use early espresso ink for that. Hi, Carol. Thank you. And you know what, guys? I forgot to tell who won the commenting, liking prize from last week. I have something over here for someone. I'm stamping "You're the Cherry" on top, right about there. My Y didn't come out. Do you think I can fix it? Okay, I'm going to pull it closer to me, you guys, and see if I'm... this is something you should not try at home unless you've practiced it a lot. It's a little foggy, but it's okay. We're going to call it good. All right, "You're the Cherry" on top. It has a nice little shadow look to it. And then we're going to take our sweet sorbet hearts, and we're going to stamp them randomly on the front here. There we go. And I might even stamp a few more right up there. There we go. Okay, "You're the Cherry" on top. Then, what's next? We need our ice cream. I already cut our hot fudge out just to save us a little time. So I used early espresso and cut my hot fudge out. So that's going to go on top. On this white piece of paper, though, I need to stamp 3 things. I need to stamp my ice cream in petal pink, and my straw, and my cherry and sweet sorbet. So here's my ice cream, and then my straw and my cherry and sweet sorbet. Stampin' Pierce mat, page 1-4. Thank you, Kay. Kay to the rescue. Okay, I'm going to stamp my cherry. There we go. And I'm going to stamp my straw. Now, I can't wait to show you one of the cool things about this die set. Okay, so let me put all those away before I get ink all over myself here. And one of the cool things is that, let me pull out. Now, this is that balmy blue die cutting machine that you can get for half price. And this is a special color we've never carried before. And you can get it for half price if you join and get the discount shopper special, right? Where you get 20% off for as long as you need. Okay, so I'm going to line all of these up. That's my ice cream. And every once in a while, you guys know me, I use my tear and tape to make sure that it all gets adhered without wiggling too much. So I'm going to put a piece of Post-it note. It's not tear and tape, it's Post-it note tape. Don't put tear and tape on it or you will never ever get it off. Here's my straw. I'm going to use that right there. There we go. And then my cherry. And that little hole at the top serves 2 purposes. One purpose is it helps you poke it out when you need to, but it also helps you see through and see that your stem is lined up with that hole so you know it's all centered correctly, okay? Okay, so there, got everything Post-it noted down. I'm gonna run this through. Look how easy this mini machine works. Now you can't use all the dies on this, but you can use all the dies that are in this die set on the mini, okay? It'll tell you in the catalog whether you can use it on the mini die cutting machine or not, okay? So another reason you should join is if you are new to stamping and you have a whole lot of things you need for your craft room, get that discount while you're stocking those things up, and then you can stop whenever you want to, right? That's a great reason to join right now because it's the best deal in the catalog. Okay, all right. So I'm moving that away. Here are my pieces. And you guys, look how cute this is. This ice cream actually cuts a little divot in it right there so that your straw, look at this, it's so cute. Your straw will fit right in. Isn't that adorable? All right, so let me put this aside for just a second. And here is my milkshake. I am going to put some dimensionals on the back side of this. And I'm just going to adhere a dimensional right on top of that straw right there so it won't move. And then add a couple of others. Mary, I bet you're nice and warm down in Florida, huh? Did you see the video with the song made up for the boho blue? I haven't. You'll have to share that with me, Sue. It's a cute little song about the boho blue die cutting machine. Okay, so there's my milkshake with my ice cream. And then on top of that, I'm going to put a dimensional knot. I'm going to do it flat. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this. Okay, and I'm going to attach it right there on top of my ice cream. That's our hot fudge right there. And then I've got my cherry that I'm going to add to the top of my hot fudge right here. So cute, right? And then I decided that my cherry especially needed a little bit of Wink of Stella. Give it a little shimmer. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to attach this whole panel onto my sweet sorbet panel that has been cut 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to add some adhesive here to my sweet sorbet and then add this panel right there. Isn't that adorable? I love this red. Okay, now I'm going to take my red ribbon and tie it around right here at the bottom. And even though this is sweet sorbet and this ribbon is real red, it really does coordinate very well with the colors. So don't worry about like, oh, that's real red and that color sweet sorbet. It blends just fine. So we're going to tie this in a bow right here in the middle. Let's do a Judy bow. You put the right over the left in a V for victory. Put the top string under and pull it into 2 perpendicular lines like that. Put your finger under the ribbon at the bottom and loop up, around, and then push that ribbon in that hole right there. There we go. There's my ribbon right in the middle. And now I'm going to adhere this whole panel to I'm going to have to start wearing my glasses, you guys, when I do these videos. I'm too vain to do it, and the lights also, I mean, I wear glasses every day, but the lights, the glare from the lights kind of bother me. But I struggle to read your comments on the computer. I don't know what to do about that. So anyway, okay, so we're adding dimensionals to this front panel. And so what am I doing on my birthday tomorrow? I am joining my friend Diane, who lives in Michigan. She is having a bunko stamping night. Now, I've never been to a bunko stamping night before. It's all over Zoom. So I wanted to go so that I could learn how she does it, and then maybe I can do a bunko stamping night with you. So I invited 2 of my stamping friends, and I said, how would you like to come join me for bunko stamping for my birthday? So that is actually what we're doing tomorrow night. Okay, I'm pulling up a glue dot because I want to hold this bow in place. So I'm going to put a glue dot behind it, and then I know it won't slip around. And I'll cut my tails off a bit there. There we go, and that is card number 2. What do you guys think of that one? Isn't that adorable? You're the cherry on top, and then you open it up and you get those little hearts on the inside. So I really love that card. I love those colors, that balmy blue with the sweet sorbet. And thanks, Mary. It's so good to see you from South Dakota. South Dakota, North Dakota. I can't remember. I think it's South Dakota. But you're up in northern South Dakota, right? So Mary's a new stamping friend from South Dakota, and she was telling me when I was talking to her on the phone the other day that it is cold, which I am not surprised, because if we're cold, I'm sure she's cold. All right, so there's card number 2 of the Share a Milkshake. I have one more, so don't give up on me. And this may be my favorite, so hang with me here. Oh, fun. Yay, Charlotte. I love that name, Charlotte. Okay, so here's our last card. How cute is this one? It says, life is sweet with you. And it opens up. You untie the bow right here. And this is a gatefold card is what we call it. And so it opens up like this. And like this, and we've got those sweet little cherries. This didn't travel well from my retreat here. Got a little dented, it looks. But isn't this cute? And that's using that waffle cone die that we're going to use from the die set. I love that it makes a cute little waffle cone. I fell in love with that the moment I saw it. I really did. So I knew as soon as I saw that waffle cone, I think Jenny, my friend Jenny who's watching will tell you, that I was like, look at that waffle cone. As soon as I saw the catalog, that's what caught my eye. Okay, so this is our next card. So, let's go. This is, I don't know, Mary, you love the cards or you love waffle cones or milkshakes? I love them all. So, okay, so we've got a piece of mint macaron cardstock. It is 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it along both ends at 2 3/4. Okay, so let me get all my other stickies out of here. Let me straighten up just a little bit. Okay, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then I scored it here at 2 3/4, and I flipped it over and I scored it at 2 3/4 again. So, or you could just fold it so that they meet in the middle. That's another thing you could do. Okay, and so now I have 2 pieces of mint macaron from the Gingham, Country Gingham 6x6 pack. This is what everybody got for free, a whole pack of this, well, not for free. As part of their retreat fee, they got an entire pack of the Gingham, Country Floral Gingham 6x6 paper, okay? And we're going to adhere these to the front panels right like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's got a little sweet sorbet check on the back side there. That's pretty cute too. So you can make this card in any of the colors of that gingham DSP. You really could. It would be just as cute in any of the colors. This card would be just as cute in Sweet Sorbet as it is in Mint Macaron. Okay, so here's that panel there. Now, what I think is super fun about this card is that we have this inside basic white panel that's 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, okay? And I am going to stamp along the bottom edge. Let me bring out my foam mat again. Stamp along the bottom edge in the cherries. And I'm just gonna make a cute cherry border, and I'm just going to take these cherries and I'm going to stamp and then turn it a little bit and stamp and turn it a little bit and stamp, and I'm just going to do that all along this bottom edge. And this foam mat really does make a difference in getting these cherries solid and perfect. Okay. There we go. Isn't that cute? And one more right there. Adorable. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. I don't think I need, maybe I do need. I'm going to get my scrap piece of paper, and I have a scrap piece of white right here. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp a cherry on here while I have this Sweet Sorbet out. And then I can put it away. There we go. Okay. I'm going to adhere this to the inside of my Mint Macaron card base. It'll be a nice little surprise when somebody opens the card, right? So my husband packs my lunch for me every morning. He's just adorable. And today, he said, I have a little surprise for you in your lunch. And he had given me a bag of barbecue chips, and he added 4 chocolate kisses to the inside. I thought that was so sweet. So I had chocolate kisses inside my, okay, what am I doing here? I am stamping, wrong one. I'm stamping this one, and I'm stamping it in Mint Macaron. I cannot tell a story and stamp at the same time. So anyway, he added some cute chocolate kisses to my lunch, but they were inside with my barbecue chips. So it was a nice little surprise. He was right about that. Okay, there's my Mint Macaron ice cream. And I'm going to die cut these out. So I'm going to pull out my cute little boho blue mini die cutting machine. See how portable this is? That's really one of the nice things about it. Now, you can buy a mini for $60 if you want, or you can get the mini and $175 worth of stuff for $120. Okay, so it really is a better deal to just go ahead, get the starter special, and even if you don't intend to ever buy much more, it really is your best deal. There's a lot of people watching me right now that are demonstrators out there that can attest it really is no pressure. Okay, so I feel like I need one more piece here, and I have already cut out my whipped cream ahead of time, so I'm not going to put that on this piece, but you would, if you were at home, put that whipped cream. This is the little whipped cream piece right here. You would add that to your white scrap. Okay, I'm I'm going to run this through. Ah, good. Jeannie, thank you. I love them too. They were fun to create for sure. Okay, so here's my mint ice cream and my cherry, and I have my whipped cream, and I have my hot fudge right there. Let me put all my dies away before I lose them. There we go. And I can put my little mini away because I'm not going to need it for the rest of the night. Okay, and then what I did is I already took a piece of crumb cake and I ran it through using this waffle cone die. And it doesn't look like a waffle cone, but look, you fold it in and fold it in, and isn't that cute? It creates that little waffle cone. So I'm going to show you something I did just to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, I kind of tried to soften the edges up by just kind of pulling them a little bit and rolling them. And I took a dimensional. My life for a dimensional. Oh, here they are. Here are the big ones. I really want the big ones. And I put a dimensional or two on the inside here, and that's just going to provide a little bit of lift in this cone so it looks a little more like a waffle cone. Okay, and then this side, going to go like that, and there's my cone. I'm just going to add a little adhesive to it, and then we have this little cone, an actual cone. Okay, I'm going to take my mint macaron ice cream and I'm going to stick it inside, and I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue. Just slide that in right there. Okay, I'm going to add some whipped cream and some hot fudge so it's super fancy. Here's my whipped cream. Here's my hot fudge. Oh, I mean, that's my hot fudge. Here's my whipped cream. Right like that. And then my little cherry is going to go right on top of the whipped cream right there. I don't know, you think we should add a little Wink of Stella again? Maybe so. Let's do it. Never can have too much Wink of Stella, right? Okay, so add some Wink of Stella there to your cherry. And then we're going to take this 2 3/4 by 4 inch basic white, and we cut it with the 2.5 by 4 inch scallop contour rectangle die. I'm going to first stamp this side with "Life is sweeter with you." What a sweet saying that is, isn't it? Life is sweeter with you right here. And I'm going to do that in early espresso ink. I literally have my ink pads just kind of thrown all over here. Here we go, early espresso. So this weekend, Sue, you'll be happy to hear this. Sue lives in Ohio now, but she's originally from Iowa. We're going to go to Iowa City and see my son and daughter-in-law. We've been promising them for several months that we would get out to see them, and it's just, life is so hard, isn't it? It's just so busy. I make it that way with my Stampin' Up! Business and all the events that I try to host, but I just said we're going to go this weekend, no matter what. So we do not have anything planned. My husband got someone to fill in for him in the pulpit on Sunday, and we're going to go visit our son in Iowa City and his beautiful wife Natalie, and they always kind of spoil us, and we've been wanting to go to their church with them and meet their pastor, who was very influential in their lives during COVID. Okay, and then that is going to just attach right there. Okay, we are going to take a piece of crumb cake, and we've cut it 2 3/4 by 4, and I'm going to attach this rectangle piece right to the center of that, and I just did it flat. Right like that, kind of center it in there, and then this is going to attach right over here on this side. I like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, now we're almost done. Almost done. Are you still with me? We are going to attach this to the front, but before we do that, we need to add our ribbon. Now, this red ribbon and this burlap ribbon come in a duo set with the Country Lane Floral Suite. You can buy just the ribbon, or you can buy the entire suite and get everything you need to make all of these beautiful cards. I'm going to wrap this ribbon around my card like this and pull it over to the right side, and cut it right there. And I'm going to go ahead and tie another bow. Now, how do we do that? Right over left in a V. V for victory. You know what? I like the other side of this better, so I'm going to flip that over. There we go. So let's go back. Right over the left in a V. Take the left, the one that's on top, and put it underneath. Pull it into 2 perpendicular lines. Put your thumb right on top of that knot. Lift up from the bottom to make your loop. Go around to the left and push a loop into that hole, and you have your perfect bow. Takes a little practice, but my students that have been watching for a long time are like, I get it now, it's so easy. Okay, so there's my bow. How cute is that? I'm going to put a tiny piece of tear and tape right here so that it holds it in place. Do you know, Sue, we have never been to the Amanas, and one day we were going to go, and it was just pouring down rain, and we decided we shouldn't, but maybe we'll get to this time. That would be fun. Okay, so I'm just adding a little piece of tear and tape right there to kind of hold the ribbon in place, okay? Then I'm going to take my panel, and I'm going to attach it to the top here, but I only want to attach it to this side, not this side, because we want this to be able to open, okay? So I'm going to take some dimensionals. And I'm only going to put them like on the left side of this panel. Are you asking if I can tie my bow left-handed? I doubt I could tie it left-handed. No. Okay, so here's, and I kind of want to center it, so I'm going to kind of watch top to bottom, side to side, and I'm going to press it, and there we go. There's my card. I could untie this ribbon. They would open it up. Those sweet cherries would be at the bottom edge there. So, so cute. So here's my card number 3. I will pull all the cards out here so you can see them. And you know, to get a card kit, to make 2 each, this is how many cards you would have at the end. 2 of each of these designs, right? Here's the Celebrate in the Fresh Freesia and Gorgeous Grape. So these are the 6 cards you would have if you bought the online class to go. Now, any shapes that are not part of the bundle, like these pieces here, this scalloped rectangle, and that would be cut for you. All of these pieces you would need to cut, okay? So you would need to have the bundle to make that happen. But how cute are these cards? Are you dying to get this Share a Milkshake bundle? You will love, love, love it. There are so many great ideas on Pinterest for this bundle, and I think you're going to love it. I will add the host code, a direct link using this host code, PE66J7NB, to the description when I'm done, and it'll take you right to my Tuttle Up shop, and you can shop, and I will know that you want this online kit to go. Now, before I leave, $35 order will get you the kit. A $50 order will get you the kit and a package of embellishments. And you'll also get a full color PDF on how to make all of these cards, okay? And you also have this video here. Shirley Voles, I'm going to say Voles, you were the winner of last week's commenting and loving and sharing. So thank you for that. You will get these 3 cards. These are recent cards that I've made using new. And here's another one of those Share a Milkshake cards that opens like that. This is actually another instruction that you will get with the PDF, although you will not get a card kit for that, okay? Only for the other 3. So Shirley Voles, if you're out there, you can PM me with your address, and I will send these cards to you in the mail. All right, I'm going to move my camera up and flip everything over and back around, so you have to see me upside down. There we go. Hey, everyone, have a great week. Find a way to bless people with your gift of creativity, and I will be back here next Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I cannot wait to show you a new online card class to go. My name is Judy Tuttle with Tuttle Up Stamping, and God bless everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.